Now, we have noticed that in the last 2 years or so, or maybe 3 years now, that it's become very fashionable to blame Russia for everything. Hillary didn't win, Russia's fault. Of course, allegedly, Russia hacked the DNC and released the documents that showed that the Democratic Party screwed Bernie Sanders out of the nomination, and then Debbie Wasserman Schultz went into court and argued that the DNC was, or the Democratic Party was not obliged to actually follow the popular vote of who should be the leader. But, whatever. Well, it's become a new thing now to blame Russia for creating hysteria over the coronavirus. Now, of course, they haven't presented any evidence whatsoever of this being the truth. Now, the United States government has claimed this and said that Russia was using bots on social media to stoke fears over it, which I find pretty laughable considering that Western countries, Canada, the United States specifically, I'm referring to, are not panicking over this at all. This is really not the case. And social media platforms have said they see no sign at all that Russian operatives are trying to spread disinformation or panic in the United States. Now, weighing in after a number of State Department officials told the agency Fred's Press that the thousands of Russian malign actors were hawking disinformation about the coronavirus on social media, the two largest networks have cast doubt on those actual claims. Now, Twitter's head of site integrity, Yoel Roth, said that the at this RSA Cybersecurity Conference in San Francisco, our experience thus far is that we have not identified anything like that. In other words, the social media platforms are saying, no, we don't have any evidence whatsoever that Russia is trying to create misinformation or panic over the coronavirus with the intent of trying to, I guess, destabilize U.S. societies. Now, they said that this alleged disinformation op had been going on since mid-January, which include baseless claims against the coronavirus gripping China was an American effort to wage economic war on Beijing. So they're claiming that Russia was deliberately trying to create hostilities. Russia was trying to deliberately create hostilities between the U.S. and China by pushing a conspiracy theory that this is actually a weapon being used against the Chinese. But the State Department isn't providing any evidence whatsoever, and even when they are explicitly asked for by journalists, there's nothing there. Now, you wouldn't have to do anything to stoke the fires between China and the United States. Things are already in the awful situation that they're already in. You wouldn't need to do anything. And even then, why would Russia waste any effort on trying to create a problem that already exists? I mean, this doesn't even make any sense. They're just basically accusing Russia of essentially being the problem or the source of hostilities when that hostility is already there. Like, the whole thing doesn't really make any sense. And of course, this is bound up with the entire, ongoing blame Russia for everything nonsense that has been going on. Everything is Russia's fault. Oh, Bernie's a Russian agent now. Russia is supporting Bernie in the race that's their chosen Democratic candidate, which is a completely baseless accusation. They're just terrified of Bernie winning and then rich people having to actually pay taxes in the United States. So this is really awful. I mean, this is getting to complete and utter ridiculous proportions, trying to blame Russia for everything, even for allegedly backing and supporting a popular candidate in the Democratic Party just to undermine that particular person. I mean, it's very clear that this is a form of COINTELPRO. I mean, they're literally just slandering anybody that would even give a glimmer of something of standing up to the system. Keep in mind, Bernie Sanders is literally just a liberal and is arguing for nothing more than liberal reforms that basically every first world country already has. And even that's too much for them. And they have to undermine that. So if you're hearing anything about this, Russia's trying to stoke fears over the coronavirus, it's complete nonsense. There's literally zero evidence for it whatsoever, and social media companies have already said they have no indication that anything is going on, and it's something completely fabricated by the U.S. political establishment for the purposes of maintaining a violent and aggressive foreign policy towards Russia. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.